Rosanella and the Fickle Prince. Long, long ago, in the land of fairies, a very important decision was underway. I am touched at your love, but rules are rules, and I really must retire soon.
But then, who of us is capable of taking your place? If you must leave, then we must have a test. An extraordinary test for anyone who would take your place.
Grandma, what do you say? She is right. The most extraordinary test for a fairy is one that is accomplished without magic. I take this wand, and it will light up the moment it touches the fairy who is capable enough for taking the test.
But Grandmother, she is the youngest among us all.
The wand has spoken, and now for the test. What is the most difficult thing to change, my dear? Great-grandmother. The most difficult thing to change is a person's nature, the way they are. Spoken like a queen, candidate at least. So here's your task. This prince will grow up to be brave, courageous, righteous, but with one big problem, and that princess will help solve that problem. You can use your magic wand, but only to help you along the way, not to change either the prince or the princess. We give you 20 years for this task. Time went by, and Paradamia would often visit both the prince and the princess. She soon began to see the problem Prince Merrowfloor had.
I do not want to tame that horse anymore. It is taking too long. But, Your Highness, you had us bring the horse all the way from Arabia. You know what would be fun? An elephant. A great Indian elephant. Dismissed. Your Highness, your elephant. There is nothing grander than a chariot. A grand, gorgeous chariot full of gold and red velvet. Very good, Your Highness. Just a little more practice and you will become invincible. I am tired of archery. I want to work with swords now. Just a little more practice, and you will be perfect. I am bored of swords. I'm going for wrestling now.
On the other hand, in the other kingdom was Princess Rosanella. Come here, my darling. You look beautiful.
How is the dancing going on?
I am practicing hard. Still got to improve a lot.
Hardly, Your Highness. I have never seen a student as dedicated and as focused as Princess Rosanella. Once she sets her heart on doing anything, she does not stop till she perfects it.
That's my girl. No wonder. She is already the best in the kingdom in economics, archery, and writing.
The fairy Paradamia could very well see the difference in Prince Merrowfloor and Princess Rosanella. So, it is the prince whose nature I must change. How? A fickle mind needs a purpose. I know what needs to be done. The years flew by, and when the prince and the princess had grown up, Paradamia first went to the parents of Prince Merrowfloor, asking them to send a marriage proposal for Rosanella, and then took that proposal to King Barandon and Queen Balancy.
Welcome, my lady.
I have come to you with an important proposal. The marriage of your daughter Rosanella to Prince Merylflor. My lady, we hear that Prince Merylflor is extremely fickle-minded. How can such a man be a good husband to anyone, let alone our wonderful daughter? I understand, but there is a lot of good in Prince Merylflor, and if only we can cure him of his fickle-mindedness, he will prove to be both a wonderful husband and a great king. All I ask is for you to let Prince Merylflor meet Princess Rosanella a few times. After that, you decide.
Very well.
So, Prince Merylflor was invited to Rosanella's kingdom. They took an instant liking to each other, but Prince Merylflor's fickle ways were making life a bit difficult.
Well, whoever can cut the other's arrow before it reaches the tree will be the winner. The red feathered ones are for the princess, and the blue feathered ones for the prince.
Just a little lack of practice, Your Highness. Just a little lack of practice, Your Highness. Just a little lack of practice, Your Highness.
The prince did not mind losing to Princess Rosanella. He had begun admiring her. He was falling in love with her. So he proposed.
Marry me, please. I cannot even begin to say how deeply I love you, admire you, and respect you.
I am honored, Prince, but I cannot marry you.
Why? Just because I lost to you, I'm not good enough?
It's not about losing. It is about being committed. Your preferences change like changing hours of the day. Prince Merylflor, tell me, how can one trust a person who cannot remain focused or committed? How can such a fickle person be a king, a husband, or even a man one can rely on?
Love conquers all.
And how do we know whether this is love or just another fad? I am sorry.
The prince was shattered. Nobody had spoken the truth so openly to him before, and he knew the princess was right. That night, he saw a strange shadow move toward the princess's chambers. He followed it, but by the time he reached the room, he heard, "Ah!"
What happened?
A big shadow came to the princess's chambers, engulfed her, and took her away.
What? Who would dare do such a thing?
All night, the king, queen, and the prince discussed with their commanders, sent out emissaries to get information about the princess. Finally, as it was nearing dawn,
Do not worry about the princess, Your Highness. She is safe with me.
You took her? Why?
To give the prince a chance.
A chance?
If you truly are in love with the princess, there is only one way to win her heart.
Tell me, what must I do?
Come. This is the fire of purpose and commitment. Mind you, it is feeble, but if you can keep it burning continuously for 3 years, you will win the princess's heart. But if the fire is extinguished, even for a moment, the princess will come back to her kingdom safely, but you will have to forget about her. So, will you do this?
For a chance to win her heart? I will do this!
So, The prince sat in the cave, stoking the fire, day in and day out. One day,
Prince, why don't we go on a ride? Look at this powerful steed waiting for you to ride.
I can't.
Come on, won't take too long. The fire will hold.
No. Sorry, I can't.
after a few more days,
Oh, there's a party in the wood. The princesses of 7 different kingdoms are here. Surely you can have some fun. Come, just for an hour. How can one trust a person who cannot remain focused or committed?
I promised to look after the fire, and I will. Thank you for the invitation.
How can such a fickle person be a king, a husband, or even a man one can rely on?
I shall never be fickle again.
"Hello, Prince. Why are you wasting your life here? Are you going to spend 3 years sitting here? Come on, get up and leave. The princess is safe, and there's a whole world waiting for you. Get up and leave."
3 years is nothing in a lifetime. It is but a small investment. Thank you, but this time I will not be fickle.
So, the prince stayed in the cave, doing everything to keep the fire going, and in his free time, he would carve. Finally, the 3 years ended.
Prince Mirrelflor,
Princess,
I am touched. This is beautiful.
I had plenty of time to perfect it, and this time I did.
You did, Prince Mirrelflor. You are cured of your fickleness forever, thanks to the love and patience of Rosanella and your wisdom.
I guess I was right. Love does conquer all. True love, that is. Not a mere fad.
And so it was. Prince Mirrelflor gave up his fickle ways and became a committed, focused man. And together, Prince Mirrelflor and Princess Rosanella lived happily ever after.